if you have had any experience with vibe coding platforms like Lovable or Cursor, you know the biggest problem that they have is the credit system. And it runs out really quickly. Doesn't matter which version you are on, be it free or paid, you just can't get enough of it. Like in Lovable, if you are on free version, you get 5 daily credits, and they haven't defined how exactly these credits or the tokens that you get utilized. Is it because of the complexity, the number of prompts, or what? We have no idea. Once you start using them, it will show you that your 1.5 credits are gone, just like that. Even if you are on a paid plan, say $25 a month plan, you get 100 credits a month. On top of that, you also get your free daily credits, but I've seen people consume those free credits, even their monthly quota, within minutes. So whether you are on free or paid plan, you will always hit that wall. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how you can get the best out of those free credits that you get on a daily basis. Let's quickly go through the plans and the options that they have, Lovable, and see which one you should be using at this point of time. So if you are just experimenting or learning vibe coding or testing small ideas, I think the free plan is more than enough. As you can see, this is the free plan that I am on as well, and we have other options here. But if you are building apps regularly, the $25 plan gives you 100 monthly credits. On top of that, you also get your 5 daily credits, so it's about 150 a month. It's good if you are working on side projects or lightweight client work where you need more iterations. I don't know. For people, if you're watching this video, there is a good chance that you are doing it for your personal projects, or if you're trying to build something which is an MVP for your entrepreneurship journey. So I think for you, free or pro version would do the job. But the thing is that the credits are not enough, so I'm going to teach you how exactly you can make the best out of these credits, because if you're not careful, if you start using Lovable as ChatGPT, you might just end up consuming all of your credits in a couple of days, if not minutes, and then you are just stuck with, again, those 5 daily credits which you get on free version as well. And the reason that you should be careful about these credits, and I'm making a specific video for this, is because the importance of understanding the proper prompting and the usage of credit because of wrong prompts is going to cost you in terms of time, if not money. If you're on free plan, you're not paying for anything, but every day you'll have to wait once you run out of your 5 credits. As we move on, we'll be making more and more complex automations, sending HTML cards from n8n automations to your website in Lovable, and these will need multiple iterations. Every time there is an error, there is a bug, and if you ask Lovable to fix it for you, it will cost tokens. There are ways where you can avoid that. This is exactly what we will do. To use vibe coding apps like Lovable, you really don't need coding, but it's always good to know the building blocks of a website or an app. Building blocks such as HTML, which provides structure to the whole website. Everything, any scripts or any components that you put into your website goes into that HTML code. And within the HTML, you also need to define the design elements, which is done using CSS, cascading style sheet. It is also used to give it instructions in terms of where your, say, a rectangular box should be, what kind of text should go where, what kind of formatting you should be giving it to, bold, italic, strike through, underline, all those things. So these rules, they go under CSS. And then you have something like JavaScript, which is for interactions, because if anything that you do in the website, if it has to talk to something outside of the website, a database or other external libraries, then you will need JavaScript for that. Even within the website, you are just keeping everything within the website. If there are some interactions, some animations, some effects and things like that, for some of those you will still need JavaScript. And knowing these 3 building blocks will help you save a lot on the prompts. You will know what instructions to give so that you get the proper output in the first attempt itself. So let's jump right into how we can make the best out of those free credits. What I do is, and this is the first strategy that I want to tell you about, is you always start your discussions, your conversations, your brainstorm with something like ChatGPT. Even if it's free plan, doesn't really matter. So what happens is that if you have an idea that you want to build an app, a website, a lead generation form, or a portal where you collect all the social listening signals. So if you are working on that idea, you discuss that with ChatGPT first. You understand what can go inside that, what kind of elements that can go inside that. You discuss the color options, you discuss what kind of fonts and everything that you want to keep in there. Let it create some visual reference points for you as well. So once you are done with all that brainstorming and everything that you want to see in this app or the website that you are building, you can ask ChatGPT that you are now working with a platform called Lovable. And with Lovable, you need to give it a proper prompt, contains every single element that you need to make this work. Ask ChatGPT to just keep it to just the prompt, nothing else. That in the next response from ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, you ask it, just respond with the detailed prompt and nothing else, period. And once you receive that prompt, just check once more that if it has anything which is missing, or if there's anything which ChatGPT has added which you never even asked for. After that, all you have to do is just copy that prompt and paste it in Lovable. Trust me, you will consume less tokens. Prompt will be exactly what it's supposed to do, and the output will be much better than just having those brainstorming sessions with Lovable. And why not? Lovable or Cursor and platforms like that, they don't have their own LLM that they use. They work with OpenAI, they work with Anthropic for Claude, and those are the LLMs they use to have these discussions for you. So if that is the case, then why don't you just have that conversation directly with the LLM and then bring it to the platform so that it can just focus on execution instead of brainstorming with you. That was your first strategy. That was how you initiate conversations, or how do you initiate prompting with Lovable or any other vibe coding app. But once you start doing that, there's a good chance you will find some bugs into the code, find some missing information or things which are just not working out. And what will happen is, because these platforms, they are powered by LLMs, they will ask you if you want them to fix it for you. Avoid that if you can. What you can do instead is that you go and look at the code. Let's look at the website that we were working on yesterday, the wiki search agent that we were using to talk to a chatbot so that it can give you all the responses after searching Wikipedia. So if there was an error in there, if there was an issue in here, instead of asking Lovable to fix it for you, what you can do is click on these braces here which says code viewer, and then after that it will give you the whole code. So you will find all the code inside source/pages/index.tsx. Whenever your code is working on things like Next.js or React.js, it usually works with TXS file instead of HTML file. So you'll find it inside src, which is this folder, and then within src, which is source, you have pages and you have index.tsx. So what you can do is you can copy this whole code as it is and paste it into ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, whichever platform you are working with. They have their own pros and cons. Claude, as from what I understand, is better at coding. So if you are using Claude, then it will be much better at decoding the whole thing. So instead of letting Lovable fix it for you, you just paste the whole thing inside your favorite chat interface and let it tell you what to fix, so that then you can tell Lovable, I want to fix this particular thing. So those were the two options that you can consider while using Lovable or any other vibe coding app, because it can help you save a lot of troubles in terms of prompts and also credits. How you use them, you don't waste anything, be more efficient in general. There is a third option as well, which is a bit more technical, so it's optional for you, but I do that as well, which is parallel coding. What it is, I told you in my first video the two ways to do vibe coding, right? First one was using a vibe coding platform like Lovable, right? And the second one was using VS Code. So if you have researched a little bit more into VS Code, and if you are a little bit more comfortable like me, what you can do is copy this whole code, the whole folder which has all the codes in it, paste it into VS Code, or just download everything and pull the whole folder into VS Code and build the whole thing parallelly in VS Code using ChatGPT as your co-pilot. Now what will happen is you will see what's going on in there, if there is something working or not. You can change the code easily. You can ask ChatGPT to fix it for you, because you are not wasting anything in Lovable now. What you can do is you do the whole thing, you see the whole code and give Lovable those specific instructions that these are the elements that I want to change, these are the things that I want to remove or add, and things like that. Because you have already done it in VS Code, you will already know what to tell, what to ask Lovable to do. This is a bit more complicated, so it's completely optional for you, but it will teach you a little bit of coding which will help you in the future and also save you a lot of tokens inside of Lovable or Cursor. So now we have three options. One was for ideation. Use ChatGPT to ideate with you, to brainstorm with you, and you ask it to work on a prompt that you can paste into Lovable. That was the beginning of your vibe coding prompting while saving all the tokens. The second one was debugging. Any issues that you face, you copy the code or the element or the section, the block which had the issue, paste it into ChatGPT or Claude, let it debug for you so that it can tell you what exactly you need to ask Lovable to fix. Third, more advanced, my preferred choice is you do it with VS Code as well. You paste the whole thing, learn some coding, and also save a lot of time and tokens while doing that. And you will naturally pick up HTML, CSS or JavaScript, which will make you a better prompter. So this was more of an educational, but more towards tips and tricks and how you can improve your vibe coding by not spending a lot of money and using the free tokens. Once you have experimented with it, tried it a few times, and notice that you have higher efficiency when it comes to prompting Lovable without wasting a lot of tokens, you can move on to the next video that we'll do. Because now the whole vibe coding for marketeer, the topics will start getting a bit more complicated. So it will need these skills while helping you save some money on tokens as well. So in my next video, we will go into RAG, vector databases, and move towards building our own AI chatbot that works on the data that's provided by you instead of Wikipedia. So if you like this video, please subscribe, give me a like. It really helps. Thanks a lot. Cheers.